Goldbacks. Interesting item and an interesting topic open to a lot of debate. And instead of making a video covering several things, I'm going to break the videos down. And in this video, we're going to talk about premiums. We're going to cover this. Now, the biggest complaint about Goldbacks is the premium. But I have found that to somewhat be not so true compared to other hyper-fractional products. Okay? I made this lengthy video. I'm going to edit it all up, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about. Yeah, about the premiums. Now, if you notice with this new set, there is a quarter, half, ever since Florida they started making halves because gold has gone up so high. The 1, 2, and the 5. From now on, if I buy any Goldback products in general, even, I want to have a set for a collection, I'm not going over the 5. And I'll explain why when I go over the premiums in this video. Now you're asking me, what am I going to compare these Goldbacks to? Okay, it's going to be the number 2 and the number 5. I found a product that is like the number 2, 1/500th of an ounce, and like the number 5, 1/200th of an ounce. And if you look down here in these little tiny holders, those are the gold rounds, if you want to call them. The 2 sizes I'm talking about. There's a third one. And I'm going to edit the video and show you and explain to you, because I have my receipt from where I bought everything here. I got my receipt handy. And I'll explain to you the premiums for these 2 products, or 3 products actually, compared to your already Goldbacks. You can look at it, you're paying twice as much. If you figure out how much gold is in there and calculate it on the price, you'll see that a Goldback, the content of the gold is doubled. So if there's supposedly $100 worth of gold in there, no matter what the way, it's hypothetical, then the Goldback will be valued at $200. Same thing is, if there's $5 worth of gold in there, then the Goldback will be valued at $10. Okay, that's kind of how it goes, and this is looking at it at currency. Now, this company does some other stuff. There's more collectible stuff, but we'll get into that in a different video. Right now, we're going to talk about the premiums and the tipping point. And I'm going to go and edit that and give you the information that discloses the prices compared from these little tiny bit of gold products to the Goldback. So the thing about Goldbacks, and like even the gram, if it's not in a card or something, this is a small one. If it's not in a card, that's a pretty tiny piece of metal in there. It'd be hard to lose. And as we all know, the smaller or anything under an ounce, 1 ounce is probably, you're going to get the best premium on either a 1 ounce bar, 1 ounce coin. When you have something like this 1/10 ounce, that's set in this ring, your premium as compared to, say, when you bought 10 of these, other than buying a 1 ounce eagle, you will find that with that added premium, you're going to pay more to accumulate 10 ounce, 1/10 of an ounce coins than you would just to buy a 1 ounce eagle. That's just the way all of this goes. So the argument is the premiums are too high. Okay, so what I did is I've gone out, and that is 1/500th. They do make, this is a 1/500th gold round, if you want to call it. Now, a Goldback 5 is 1/200th of an ounce, and I have a 200th of an ounce gold round, and a 10, which I don't have, is 1/100th of an ounce, and we have that there. Now, premiums, okay. The 2 Goldback cost me $18.20, but this coin here was $26.10, okay, for the gold round. So, what I paid for the Goldback with the huge Goldback premium to get this little 1/500th of an ounce round, I paid $7.90 on top of the price of the Goldback with that premium already. Okay? So you can find some other hyperfractional gold where the premium is way over the Goldback. Okay? Now, with the 5 Goldbacks, I paid for that $46.76 is what I paid for the 5er. And for the 1/200th of an ounce coin here, okay, I paid $50.75. So that come out to adding another $3.99 or $4 more to get a silver round than the Goldback. Now, where the Goldbacks shift is after the 5. Okay, you can't find anything, any type of a gold product where the premium is lower than this. But when you go to a 10, okay, a 10 I think was 91.20, and this 1/100th of a gold round or whatever was 75.51. So that is where a 10 Goldback, and you have a premium on this here, 75.51. A 10 Goldback would be $15.69 more than this little gold round. So you see there's a point where it shifts, 5 and below, and you're going to see a lot more halves and quarters than the hyperfractional Goldback is a good deal. Once you start going to 10 and higher, much like at the time, this 10th ounce coin I could have got for, say, $5.50, okay? And a 100 Goldback that has a 10th ounce wedged in between the polymer was like $800, a $300 and some difference. Now I know there's a lot that goes into the technology behind this and how it's made, and it's really cool, but that's too much. You know, a 10th ounce coin can be handled fairly well. Granted, you know, it ain't the best premium either for gold. So hopefully I've demonstrated that there are other hyperfractional, they call them, products out there that are the same amount of gold as Goldbacks. Okay, but to a certain point, the premium on these small notes, okay, is still way less than actual gold product of 1/500th of a weight. Okay, because to make that product is so difficult and painstaking, and I really did have to examine them with this microscope, especially the 1/500 or the one with the King Tut thing, to see where it was marked 3 nines and 1/200. I had to use this. Okay, so now that I've made that clear, and I think that the fact that the premiums for the lower units are kind of better, you're going to see more popularity in the lower thing for trading, fooling around. I mean, that's like $2.50 for the quarter and $5 now for the half. Because I remember when I first got these years ago, the going rate for a 1 was $4, but that's when gold was like $1,800 an ounce or something. That's not the case anymore. So yes, there is a useful purpose for these, and I'll explain that as we go along. Alright, and the next one up is going to be, we're going to talk about testing, weighing, verifying.